Open the transport and sorting line. Select back of ADS. Click in the I/O button. Take note of these tags in special: IMPS, out, RFID, RFID2, and RFID3. They need to be created in TCL as global variables. So go to the program and select global variable list and create the name TCL. Add the variable IMPS, outs, RFID, RFID2, and RFID3, like are shown in the screen. These variables will be used by the model to send the data of the simulated process. Create actions and main program called map inputs and map outputs. Actions are just part of the program, in this case the main program. So create the first map inputs and create another one called map outputs. Now we need to add another global variable called IMPS. We will use these global variables to map the Boolean inputs from the model instead to use the DINs from the TCL global variable folder. Like you guys can see, all the inputs are here and they are as a Boolean. Also, we need to add the RFID1, RFID2, RFID3 for map the RFID content. Now we create the output variables called outs, assign a global variable. These are the same variables that are in the I/O list shown in the model before. So we will use these variables in our software to move our actuators and devices. Now we're going to call the actions that we created in the step before. We're going to call in the main program the yours call the regular functions. Please take note of the syntax, please. Now we need to map all the variables from the DIN from the RNTCL to the IMPS. Please let note of the syntax. In the previous step, we forget to put RFID1, RFID2, and RFID3 in the IMPS variable, so we're just adding it here. Now we finish mapping the IMPS variables like I showed in the video. These variables will be easier to address in our software. Now we're going to map the outputs variables. Take note that now we are calling TCL.outs equal to outs.conveyor in this fashion because the model used the variables in the TCL folder from the global variables. You guys can copy the variables from the chapter 2, and that will be easier to map this, and it will not take that much long time. The next step is along the program with the green indicator. Now we're going to validate that the inputs are being mapped. For do that, we need to open the model, and we need to drop a box like showing the screen. Make sure that be connected to the PLC online, and make sure to connect the simulator to the TwinCAT runtime. You guys can see a green indicator saying connect. That means that this process is connected, and we can see that we have some tags are coming on. So now we're going to test the outputs. Our model needs to be connected, and we're going to toggle one of these variables. Using the download variables, we will be able to see how the conveyor is moving. That means that we are mapping our connections to the program, and we can control it.